What is up, guys? We're gonna go over defending in depth. Then defending is the most important skill you have to have on FIFA in general. And there is a code that goes: strikers will win you games, but a solid defense will win you championships. Either way, there is four types of defending according to me. The first one is holding, playing defensive. The second one is attackive, playing aggressively. The third one is playing clever, tactical. And the fourth one is shit defending. For example, when you're playing Ultimate Team and you're faced with Bale, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, you're like, fuck, they're tough. But if you think about it, if you have a solid defense, there's nothing to worry about, because they're gonna get to that point where they're gonna get frustrated, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna start giving spaces, whether you play like tiki-taka, counter attack, high pressure, possession. Either way, they're gonna get frustrated, create spaces, and that's when you're gonna infiltrate and score. So it's really important to defend. Like you most likely faced an opponent that just knew how to defend, and it was so frustrating that you got to that point where you just didn't give a fuck. And before we begin our in-depth tutorial on defending, I just want to say thank you so much for my previously two videos. I gained over 100 views, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'm just really thankful, and I'm happy that the two videos were successful on the tutorials. So I'm just gonna keep trying to make more tutorials. So let's go ahead and jump into them, guys. Alright, guys, we're gonna move on to the PS4 and Xbox One buttons. So for the Xbox One, it's gonna be RB, and for the PS4, it's gonna be R1. R1, RB, they're very important. What happens when you hold R1 or RB is you call a teammate to contain, and that's really important. That's the only way you're gonna be successful in defending. Professional FIFA players will always say teammate contain is the most important and successful way of defending yourself from your opponent. On the screen now are the FIFA 16 defending buttons for the PS4 and Xbox One. As you guys can tell, the teammate contain is R1 or RB depending on your console, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial on how to defend. For this upcoming example, it was obvious my opponent was going to do a through ball, so I sent my teammate to get him. Meanwhile, I defend the guy that was running for the through ball to cancel out the play and finish off the build up play. For this example, my opponent was trying to do another through ball, and I played more aggressively. I got behind him, pressed circle or V to pull him in order for him not to be able to overrun me, and because of that I was able to do a counter attack and finish off his play. And it just really depends on the situation. For example, in this one there was no teammate, so I had to go play more aggressively and pull him back for him not to be able to overrun me, and I finished off the play, and I was able to do an interception and do a counter attack. This one's a perfect example of the pressure of the teammate contain. As you guys can tell, my opponent was under a lot of pressure, and because of that I was able to intercept and do a counter attack. Because teammate contain is basically he attacks and you hold and wait for your opponent to do something stupid and just intercept it. For this example, it's just a general overview of what I talked about, because at the beginning I used my teammate to contain, then I played really aggressively and stupid, but then at the end I holded it off on the box, on the penalty box, and I was able to put the high pressure and make my opponent lose the ball and not let him shoot at my goalie. And shit defending is basically my favorite, because you can only play defensively shitty and stupid and really aggressive when you have the advantage, like by 2 goals, because defending stupid sometimes just works out perfectly, as you guys can see by these examples. And then playing really aggressively and stupid, it panics the opponent because it's just so aggressive. How does someone handle such an aggressive opponent. You just give in. So that is it guys for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe guys. I really do appreciate everything. And remember guys, there's no perfect way of how to defend. It just depends on the situation and what you make of it on how to stop your opponent from scoring. And as always guys, I really do appreciate, and I feel thankful for all the views that I've been getting recently, all the likes, comments, and those new subscribers. I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and just thank you so much, and peace.